going on? It looks like all hell is about to break loose in Trinidad and Tobago. We're hearing about secret deals. We're hearing Stuart Young saying, look, some of these things, accusations that are being made, is absolutely misleading. Got some WhatsApp messages from Trinidad this morning. People are telling me it looks like we're going to have a second Trump administration in the Caribbean. It's one of the things about elections is that it reveals what happened in the past government in any island you go. So that is something that governments do. And if all their promises come true, that's another story. But most government would want to tell you, look, this is what I met in the treasury, especially if you make a lot of promises and you eventually can't fulfill them. You could say, well, look, based on our investigations that we had before, it's because of what the previous government did why we couldn't fulfill many of our promises. And so all hell is about to break loose in Trinidad. Monilal says secret energy deals will be revealed. Reading from the TT News, it says newly appointed Minister of Energy, Dr. Rudal Monilal, says unraveling all the secrets of energy deals made by his predecessor Stuart Young when he heads to the office on May 5th. So he's going to unravel all the secret deals, he said. Speaking to reporters after being sworn in President's house, Munilal said he would first tackle the details of the deal struck with Venezuela to develop the Dragon gas field, which had to be shelved after the U.S. pulled its Office of Foreign Assets Control license. You remember Rowley had said if the gas deal goes through Trinidad, Cooke, I think he was talking about more than Trinidad. Monilal said he was not eager to continue any work on the deal given the risk involved. The Dragon gas deal, as you know, is off given the emergence of another administration in the United States. That was always a problem and doubtful. We warned the government about that. I would not be eager to pursue arrangements and commit this country where we do not have full or complete control over the arrangements. And that was one of the cases where there was a risk that we warned about. So we will have to review what they have done. Munilal says the intends to also request a status report on the Manatee cross-border reservoir and seek guidance from cabinet on pursuing its development. So guys, you're in Trinidad, leave your comments in the section. Let me know what took place. Is there actually corruption that took place in the Dragon gas deal? Have you heard anything anywhere on the street? Let me know in the comments section below, because it looks like all hell is about to break loose in Trinidad and Tobago. And it looks like Stuart Young is in the middle of all of this. Look again. Young denies secret borrowing claims, calls them what? Misleading. In the Trinidad Guardian, he says former Prime Minister Stuart Young has dismissed claims made by former CEO, CMG CEO, that the previous People's National Movement administration engaged in secret and possibly improper borrowing in the lead up to general election. Do you know that in all these Caribbean islands, before there's a general elections, almost like a month, sometime 2 weeks, sometime even 2 days before, people get contracts, people get all kinds of things. So here's something coming out. In a statement released yesterday, Young responded to a series of Facebook posts by Ali, who claimed that 5 loans totaling 1.5 billion were secured by the PNM between March 18 and April 15 during a period when Parliament was dissolved and Young was serving as Prime Minister. That's a lot of money, 1.5 billion. Wow. Ali Post alleged that loans were reported signed by short-term finance minister who had not yet been sworn in as a senator. He said they were neither disclosed to the public nor accounted for during the election campaign. The loans, which were secured from the local and international lenders, allegedly including funding for agencies such as the Housing Development Corporation and the Water and Sewerage Authority. Young, however, rejected the insinuation, describing them as part of a broader effort by the UNC to mislead the population. The post by Ken Ali and other UNC agents are continuing attempts by the UNC to distort facts and confuse the public, Young said. But this is a lot of money, 1.5 billion, and it was secured when Parliament was dissolved. That raised a lot of red flags, and just a lot of red flags. Things like that happen all over the Caribbean apparently before government goes to the polls. They said that borrowings during the period in question, except those linked to Trinidad and Tobago Managed Finance Company, were brought by cabinet by the then Finance Minister Colin Imbert. He said cabinet, including himself, unanimously approved the loans, which he described as part of a routine function of government. any government borrowing brought to cabinet originates from the Minister of Finance and the Ministry of Finance. The suggestion that one or two individuals approved these borrowings, including myself, is simply false, Young said. He insisted that the loans were neither secret nor unusual and had followed proper procedure. I respectfully suggest to the population that you should treat the information emanating with scant regard. It is misleading and mischievous, Young said. Furthermore, I expect more attempts to distract the population to emanate from the UNC's camp as we move forward, and they are unable to fulfill their promises, which I have cautioned the country are unaffordable. So here we go. Things have started. It looks like hell is going to break loose. So are these claims false or things are happening? Leave your comment in the section below, guys. Looking forward to hearing from you.